Deep beneath the still waters of Lake Atitlan in Mexico lies a mystery that few have heard about, and even fewer understand. Divers and sonar scans have revealed what appears to be the remains of a massive pyramid-shaped structure, submerged and forgotten for centuries. It doesn't appear on tourist maps. There are no plaques or museum exhibits. But those who have ventured below say the discovery could rewrite history itself. The pyramid rests under 15 meters of water, encased in silt and volcanic debris. It measures nearly 80 feet in height, with clearly defined steps carved into stone blocks. The blocks are massive, some weighing over 10 tons, and are arranged in precise alignment, suggesting astronomical or ceremonial design. Divers report carvings on the walls, serpents, eyes, suns, and spirals. Similar symbols have only been found in the ancient city of Teotihuacan, over 800 kilometers away. Who built this pyramid? Why is it underwater? And why is no one talking about it? In 1999, a team of underwater archaeologists from UNAM, National Autonomous University of Mexico, began scanning the lake floor with sonar. They expected to find pottery, maybe ancient canoes. Instead, they detected geometric anomalies, straight lines, right angles, and elevated platforms. What they found shocked them: a complex of stone structures beneath the lake, with the pyramid as its centerpiece. Local villagers had long spoken of a city that sank in a single day. Elders described a great flood, accompanied by fire from the mountain, likely a reference to a volcanic eruption. They said their ancestors escaped by boat, leaving temples, homes, and treasures behind. Some even described glowing objects in the sky, hovering before the catastrophe struck. But here's where it gets strange. Government funding was suddenly cut. Access to the lake's deeper regions was restricted. The UNAM team's data was never officially published. Requests for access to the scans were denied. The lead archaeologist, Dr. Lázaro Dominguez, gave one interview to a local paper, then disappeared from the public eye. His colleagues received anonymous threats warning them to leave the past buried. Independent divers have tried to investigate since. Many report seeing not only the pyramid but roads paved with stone, archways, and statues, now worn by centuries underwater. One diver claimed to find a chamber inside the pyramid with strange circular patterns on the ceiling. His footage was confiscated by federal authorities days after being posted online. The link was deleted. That diver later moved to another country and has refused interviews since. Some believe the site is linked to the Olmecs, one of the oldest civilizations in the Americas. Others say it predates even them. There are legends of a lost civilization known as Xibalba, a mythical underworld city ruled by gods and spirits. Some think the lake was once a sacred site, and that the pyramid was a portal to that other world. The Popol Vuh, a Mayan text, refers to sunken cities and trials beneath the earth and water. What makes this theory even more compelling is the lake itself. Lake Atitlan sits inside a volcanic crater. Its waters are unusually deep, with parts still unmeasured. There are magnetic anomalies in the region. Compasses behave erratically. Electronics fail underwater. Pilots flying overhead have reported disturbances in their instruments when crossing the lake at certain angles. Locals believe there is something sleeping beneath. Some even speak of dreams, vivid and disturbing, experienced after spending time near the lake. Dreams of cities under the water and voices calling from below. In 2014, a fisherman reported lights pulsing beneath the surface. They changed color, blue to green to red, and moved in perfect geometric patterns. The government said it was a reflection from a nearby town, but the town was 20 kilometers away. Other witnesses confirmed the lights were moving independently, not reflections. Some captured brief clips on their phones, only to find the files corrupted or mysteriously deleted. More recently, in 2021, a drone captured thermal footage showing a heat signature in the center of the lake, in the exact spot where the pyramid is said to rest. The signature was rectangular, symmetrical, and warmer than the surrounding lakebed. The footage went viral, then disappeared. Comments were locked, and the uploader's account was suspended. Others who re-uploaded the footage had their accounts flagged for violating unspecified community guidelines. Skeptics argue that the structure is a natural formation. But professional geologists disagree. Stone doesn't fracture in perfect right angles. Water erosion doesn't produce symmetrical steps. And if it's natural, why seal the research? Why confiscate footage? Why restrict access? These are not the actions of a government responding to mere geological curiosity. Some whisper that the site contains knowledge, ancient technology, records, or artifacts that could challenge established history. Others believe it's a dormant energy point protected by ancient guardians. A few say it's not just a pyramid, but the top of something much larger buried deep beneath the earth. Perhaps even a network of structures linked by submerged tunnels and halls. There are rumors of a second pyramid, even deeper, connected by submerged tunnels. Sonar data from 2023 suggests a matching formation 400 meters south. But when divers attempted to explore it, their equipment shut down mid-dive. Cameras failed. Oxygen systems misfired. They surfaced safely, but their memory cards were blank. One diver described a deep hum like a heartbeat vibrating through the water. Another diver swears he heard a voice, not through his ears but in his mind, repeating a phrase in an unknown language. More compelling still is the rumor of inscriptions found inside a stone block, a language no one could translate. Symbols unlike any seen before, spirals, inverted stars, and grids. A linguist who studied the photographs claimed the symbols resembled maps, but not of any place on Earth. He later revised his statement, calling them maps of space but not space as we know it. Another unexplained event was the sudden illness of two divers who attempted a night dive to the site. Both reported nausea, dizziness, and auditory hallucinations. Medical tests found nothing wrong. One of them later claimed to have seen a massive shadow move beneath them, too large to be a fish or any known aquatic animal. And then there's the artifact. In late 2022, a small stone tablet was reportedly retrieved from near the pyramid. Roughly the size of a notebook, the tablet was covered in microscopic carvings. High-resolution imaging revealed geometric patterns that mirrored the positions of certain constellations, not as they appear today, but as they would have looked 12,000 years ago. The tablet was briefly displayed at a private archaeology conference before vanishing without explanation. Some suspect it was taken by private collectors. Others believe it was seized by government agents to prevent its implications from becoming public. The few photos that still circulate online show not only astronomical diagrams, but a central image, a pyramid floating above a lake, with lines connecting it to celestial bodies above and structures below. Why the silence? Why the cover-up? If this pyramid truly exists, it could push back the timeline of advanced civilization in the Americas by thousands of years. It would prove that our ancestors had architecture, astronomy, and a connection to the cosmos long before mainstream historians admit. It would mean rewriting textbooks, challenging power structures, reopening ancient wounds. It could challenge religious timelines, national myths, and the very foundation of our historical narrative. And maybe that's why they want it forgotten. But some of us remember, and some of us are still searching. If you want more stories like this, real, shocking, and hidden beneath the surface, subscribe to Black Atlas, because the truth is rarely on the surface, and sometimes the greatest wonders lie beneath the water.